Alright, here is the video review for Transformers Kingdom Deluxe WARPATH, and we're using, this is the black background I have, and you can see it's just a couple pieces of poster board right now in the new setup here at home. We're finally doing it. I got some little warmer lighting, I guess, here, with some diffusion paper from, we got some, actually it's like vinyl and fabric diffusing the LEDs and the lamps here. So, based on my brother-in-law's recommendation, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, the way this is set up now is if I want to change the poster board color or put a vinyl black backdrop or something like that in, like if mine ever gets here, my orange one ever gets here. I'm also considering, like, I had a really cool idea for, like I said, a kind of orangish, because orange, Teletranny looking background, like not with the computers or anything, but just that shade of orange. Which I thought would look good, but I really enjoyed having that Earthrise background for a while, and so I may see if I can get like a Starfield backdrop. And but anyway, whatever I get, I have the ability to just swap these pieces out on top of, like, behind this. There's like a white felt background that I can shoot on white backgrounds and black backgrounds right now, and we'll see about adding what we can as stuff shows up. But anyway, here's WARPATH. He's a deluxe. He's a tank, and he comes packaged in robot mode. And let me tell you, they make you work for this tank mode. He is for WARPATH, for an upgraded mini-bot. He's surprisingly complex. Don't forget this little shield piece here. It's stored in the back of the box, the same place Cheetor's tail, Black Arachnia's gun, and Paleotrex's tail are all stored. So anytime you get a new Transformer, especially if it's a deluxe, pull it out and check all the back of the cardboard, because every single one of them has a little piece hanging down around there. Hold on, let me see if we can. There we go. This may be a little, there we go. That's probably a little bit more accurate to color here. Didn't have my hand in there when I first focused it. But yeah, it's a little red tank, and turret turns. You have to make sure this comes all the way out, and then once you do, this will move up and down a little bit as well. But honestly, not a bad little WARPATH. Now, to transform him, you kind of push that in just a little bit if you want to just get it out of the way. So this piece didn't have to be crucial, but they made it crucial, because when you pop this off, it tabs in here, and kind of, like, these have some little tabs. You can see the little tabs overlapping here, but they don't actually click and lock and hold anything together. There's a lot of little tabs on these two pieces to line everything up, but they don't actually hold it together. And I feel like they could have done something like that without making this a necessary piece, but it is. You can see the two tabs here on either side of the peg, and then these two tabs on the end tab in up here and here to hold it all together. So pop that off. Then you need to kind of tilt the treads in a little bit, like detach them from this, unpeg them and angle them in, and that lets you get his hands out of there, slide his arms out of there. And then these widen out, these panels flip down. These legs are super intricate. And then these panels, and then these fold in. You can see there's a tab there and there. And then this lifts up. And this whole panel rotates into the leg like that. And then this panel clips in. Actually, this may have needed to clip in first before we rotated that in. Fold this in first. And then, there's a way to do this. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, there's the foot. There's a lot of folding panels down here to keep track of. Crap. Okay, bring the. Come on now. Oh, I lift you back up, lift you up, then we fold it in, and then kind of fold that in together, and rotate his leg around so it's facing forward. Then back here, this whole arm assembly, so open this up. You can kind of push that to flip his head up a little bit if you want, but flip his head out, push the turret in, fold this back up. Then this panel folds in, and this is going to make it look easy. You fold that in and fold that down, and this panel is going to flip up past it, allegedly. No, you got to flip this. Got to fold this comes up. Yeah, this, okay, you got to push this down under there and then flip this up to bring his arms up around the turret, and that locks the turret in place here in robot mode. Now, the problem is this flap right here, one, it's only friction pinned in. Like this sticks through the cardboard. This like to pop off just getting him out of the box. But yeah, this has tabs on it that sit inside this piece. But in order to get to it, when you're going from robot to tank, instructions show you to fold this down. And you have to fold this down first, low enough that you can push this up and through here. And hopefully not unfriction pin it. And there's a little... You're supposed to be able to, and you're supposed to keep lifting it up, flip this out, and then push it back down. And I will say, the instructions make it look like you flip this all the way up past here before you flip this panel out. Which you can do, but these little tabs on the side here make it hard to snap into place. You can see now they're sitting on the outside, and I guess you could just leave it like that. But you lift this up. You can get it and just have it just sit. Those tabs will kind of let it sit right there inside there. I don't know. It's a frustrating little bit to figure out and get going, especially when, like I said, the friction peg on the backpack piece just wants to fight you and pop off. Flip that up. I do like that he's got a peg on the back of his tank, and then a corresponding hole on the flip up piece, so you still have access to that peg if you want to fossilize or weaponize him at all. And then fold this up, and again, when going to tank, flip this tread out first because it's thin and it's got a tab that goes, when you fold it up, you want to make sure one tab goes on either side of that tread. So if you try to fold the tread out after the fact, it's going to get hung up on one of those pegs. You can bend his elbow, flip it, and then you can take this. Now, a lot of the instructions show this sitting on his shoulder. You can do that. You can give him his kind of little shoulder shield if that's what you want him to look like that. You can also, what I've done, you can also peg it in here like this, sitting up behind his head, which, not horrible. I like to twist it off to the side, so it's still sitting on his back. It kind of gives him a collar, but it's not as super obvious as some of the other positions. It's entirely up to you. You can plug it into his arm, you can plug it into his leg. Anywhere you see one of these peg holes, you can put that shield. But yeah, so he's got a ball jointed neck. You can look, you can nod, he can turn side to side, he can say, "Zapowie, kablow!" But dual hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge elbow. He does have wrist swivel, which is nice. He's got the waist swivel. You can still extend this in robot mode if you want. Dual hinge hips, thigh swivel, hinge knees to not quite 90 degrees. He's got ankle tilt, not so much the front and back because he's got big gyrmongous feet. I don't know why I said it like that. Not really sure what I'm scratching up the cardboard or the poster board. But here he is with Bumblebee. And here he is with Gigawatt, just because why not? He's fun. He's cool. Like I said, probably my least wanted of the Kingdom Deluxes. At least the first wave, just because, like, Kingdom's bringing us Beast Wars guys, and that's who I'm into. But he's actually a pretty fun little warpath, although, like I said, a lot more... Getting to tank mode is much more involved than I expected. It comes with instructions. Same old instructions, which are getting much clearer, bigger, and more obvious as to what needs to be done where. So, congrats to Hasbro for being smarter about their instruction manuals. And he came with the Optimus Prime card, which I'm going to stop peeling these off because it's hard to squeegee out the bubbles when I fold them back up. Because until I find a place to put these stickers, I'm not peeling them all the way off. But he's got the dead floating in space Prime behind there as the potential future for Optimus. Very shiny. But there is Kingdom Deluxe Warpath. It's pretty cool. As is this new setup, and I'm looking forward to getting some space, some more sturdy space things. Because like I said, first time using it, scratching up that poster board. So, not the best idea, but like I said, it'll probably be mostly white until I get one of those other things in, or even order the Starfield in that case. But like I said, I wanted to try out the black, just because, and I felt like black arachnia might not show up as well on it. Although actually, because it's matte and the light's hitting it differently, and the better camera. She actually probably could have been reviewed in front of this, but we'll do her in front of the white just to check it out. Anyway, Warpath. He goes Zowie Kaplow Pow. Sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long day at work. I stayed up. It's Georgia election runoff day, January 5th, and I was staying late at work to cover some of that. So I'm just a little. I haven't slept well the last couple of days. I know why, and it's all good. I'm fine. I'm healthy. Everything's good here as far as I know. Just had a rough couple of nights, and also been working on. I learned how to crochet over the holiday break, and I'm working on a scarf. So I've been staying up a little too late trying to get that done. Anyway, how you guys doing? Happy New Year! It's 2021. Yay! Is it better yet? I don't know. Warpath. The end.